The most popular game right now on Roblox is 99 Nights in the Forest, which is great because I'd been spending way too much time on Grow a Garden and I needed something new to try. Now for those of you who haven't played the game, the idea is pretty simple. You and up to 4 other players have to survive for a minimum of 99 nights in a forest, and you do that by managing resources like chopping trees, collecting wood, burning wood, find some missing kids, chop some bunnies, cook the bunnies, chop more trees, and upgrade your fire to increase the size of the map. Now it sounds simple enough, so I had the bright idea to have a go at recreating the game, or at least parts of it. So first of all, we needed to make a campfire. Nothing fancy, just a few cylinders rotated around to look like the basic shape. And then we just needed to select a material so it kind of looks like wood, and we just need a fire object and get the settings right. It was too small. It was way too big. And then eventually it was just right. The next thing we needed was a source for the players to get some firewood from. So we made a very rough tree, using cylinders for the tree trunk and some blocks for the leaves. All in all, it kind of does the job, and as far as I'm aware, it looks very realistic. It'll do the job anyway. So then we created a simple log, which is a cylinder with a drag detector part, and I've never used a drag detector. It had some interesting effects. We had logs that rolled away from us, and we had logs that just decided to completely go crazy. So anyway, now we just had to start scripting. I needed to have a system in place so players could drag the logs into the fire, hit the hitbox, and that would cause the fire to light. Now eventually it worked, but there were a few problems where the hitbox wouldn't detect the logs, but for now it seemed okay. Once the log burning system was working, it was time to make an axe. Otherwise, players will have nothing to chop down trees with, unless of course I went for a Minecraft style and just forced players to punch trees, but I think I'll just make an axe for now anyway to be kind on them. I just decided to use basic parts. I couldn't be bothered going into Blender and 3D modelling an axe or anything, so for now we've just got a nice cylinder type thing with a square axe head. So once the poor attempt of an axe was made, it was time to create a very basic animation so that when players try to use the axe, they're not just holding their arm out at a 90-degree angle. And then, when the animation was done, I just needed to script it so when players click the mouse, they swing the axe. It looks alright. Then I just needed to create something that happened when the axe actually collided with a tree. So the tree would actually be chopped down rather than the axe just swinging through it and not doing anything. So let's just sort out the script for this, and it took a few attempts to get it right because I kept forgetting basic things like reducing the bloody well health of the tree, and I forgot to make sure that the axe had a damage value in it and things like that. But anyway, now the player can chop a tree and add the log to the fire. I gave it a test. Then I just needed to make it so the tree regrew after a set amount of time, and then cloned a few of them and placed them around the map, and then we can test the system to see how the game works with more than one tree. And surprise surprise, it actually works. The only trouble is, in its current state, the fire doesn't stay lit for very long, and the player only has enough time to get one more log before they need to light it again. But so far so good. Hopefully you guys will like this and want to see more, and I will see you all next time.